Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk a bit about blended learning and why online education isn't always as bad as people make it out to be. So you might be wondering, what is blended learning and why are we talking about it? Blended learning is basically a format of education where it is partly done online and partly in person. It's most likely what's going to happen during autumn term, and I think it's important to prepare for in advance. As I said, teaching this term will most likely be partly online and partly in person. Obviously that is subject to change depending on how the university sees fit, the safety measures and all the restrictions on like social gatherings. So before we get started, a lot of people have a heavy dislike towards online learning, and while I understand that, it undeniably has its positives as well. So how cool is it that we get the opportunity to be educated through a mixed platform, partly online and partly in person? Imagine all the skills that you're going to gain and how it's going to benefit you in the long run. So for example, by having online lectures, you're familiarizing yourself with online conference environments and online communication, which is a great skill to have. I mean, virtual communication and collaboration, how fancy does that skill sound? Like, I want that skill. There's definitely positives to online learning, you've just got to look out for them. And in fact, I challenge you to either leave a comment on the YouTube video or send me a message on the Unibuddy platform telling me 2 positive things that you can get from online learning. I do think it is all about perspective and you've just got to find the positives really. So first up, I do think it's very important to familiarise yourself with the platform before lectures start. So assuming that you're going to enrol into your first year of university this year, then I do think it's important, once you get your university credentials, your password, your email, go onto your accounts, have a look around on the platform, try to figure out how things work and just get a rough idea of all the different sections on the websites. Next, I do want to say that it is the most important time to be organised. You need a planner maybe, or maybe you use Google Calendar, or maybe you work with lists, maybe you work with a combination of all of the above or different methods. I think it's very important to keep track of your timetable and all the things that you need to do and stay on track. On a similar note, I would also recommend having a what I call like a rough notebook, which is a random notebook, let's say like this one, where you just write things down. It doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter if it's rough lecture notes or if it's a question that you have or just anything. I think it is very important. If lectures and teaching is going to be partly online, partly in person, I think having a notebook where you can just jot anything down is so important and will help you keep your thoughts together. Please, please, please don't fall in the trap of missing lectures and ignoring online classes. I feel like that's something that a lot of people might end up doing, because you don't have to get up way in advance, you don't have to do this, you don't have to walk to class and stuff. So I would definitely recommend maintaining a routine, get up at a certain time, prepare for your lectures, because if you don't do all that, I do feel like it's going to be very easy to fall in the trap of missing lectures and falling behind on very important content. All these lectures, either online and in person, contain information that is probably going to come up in your exams or that you might need in the future during your career at some point. Finally, on a similar note, I do want to say that it's very important to participate, and as an introvert I know the struggles, I understand, but if you have a question, lecturers are there to answer them. That is their job at the end of the day. Lecturers and teaching staff are there to help us with academic questions and queries. So if you do have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. Yeah, especially now as things are going to be partly online and partly in person, I do think that it's so important to understand what's going on. Don't be shy if the network glitches, for example, and you miss something that a lecturer says. There's a chat box where you will be able to ask them to repeat it. If you're having any issues, then please make sure you ask for help, and don't be shy to ask for help, whether it's academic or if it's something more technical, such as the online learning platforms not working properly. You can contact IT and just get the help that you need. Don't let it fall behind, because it will have a very negative effect on your learning experience. Staff is there to help, and if they don't know there's a problem, then how can they help? I hope you found this video helpful. Please don't hesitate to message me on the Unibuddy platform if you have any questions. I really hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will hopefully see you soon with a new video. Bye!